Every couple of years in Paris, France, they have a military show. Manufacturers, vendors from all over the world go there and show their latest toys they have. I shouldn't say toys, it's all military equipment. And it's a hit. You can go there and buy anything you want. You can go there and just about sell anything you want. This time, it's called Eurosatory. There you go. There's 39 pages of this. Yeah. And I was told I would love to go to these things, but the cost for hotels are not cheap. You know, you have to get your hotel years ahead of time. Yes. That's how. And of course, parking is a matter. You don't park there. You have a taxi cab bring you, and they have a taxi cab pick you up. But it's very popular. This year, since there's a war going on in Ukraine, you've got the people who are supplying war material to the Ukrainians are there. Everybody who makes drones definitely is there. Hey, this is a proven drone in war. And they got material to back it up. Yes, this can destroy a Russian tank, RPG. This can destroy this. This can destroy that. This operates in this condition. This is a dummy drone. Yes, they have dummy drones to attract Russian missiles. This one will carry something like an RPG. This one here will carry 9mm or higher caliber bullets. Half a dozen, or more. This one here will be have a high signature. It's painted with metal, copper, aluminum, other stuff. They say bigger the reflection, better for the Russian radar to pick up. I haven't seen the Ukrainians do things like that. Well, Russians are going to run out of ammo, aren't they? Before we run out of drones. And they got different types. They got the little electric drones, the 4-peller or 6-peller, 8-peller. Or they happen to have the old-fashioned airplane type. And they also happen to have drones made out of things like RDX, which is a high explosive. So the whole unit itself is one big bomb. So you want to go up and go down into a tank. Boom! I think it's a little better than a switchback, which is like $3,000. Yeah. It's like well, you really don't have to worry about RDX exploding on you unless it's supposed to explode, because it takes a better blasting cap than somebody's hitting it with a hammer. Okay. And if you're selling drones that are used against Russian tanks, as I said, Russian personnel, headquarters, they even have drones to be used against Russian naval aircraft ships with somewhat. They say, well, it's somewhat a success. It will punch a hole into the ship's siding. Well, that's a thing, considering ship's siding is that thick. Yes. Or, as they said, fly over a flight deck and just drop off a series of bombs. I guess, what is they call mortars like that? Coming down, 24 at a time, and then you take the whole unit and fire it at it explodes. You go to the the pilot house, or drop it down the smokestack, or firing this thing. Specify using against Russian naval equipment. You can buy that. You can buy drones to do that. You can have drones that are made to go after Russian troops, your enemy, or in a sense, you can fly this into a building through the window. Not all drones happen to have cameras or need cameras. Now, the Russians are retaliating with jamming the GPS, but some of these drones go straight. One they had, I was told this, one they had was two drones. They would lift up a rocket, and then they would drop the thing. At a certain point, they would drop it like 10 miles out. They would drop it, and then the rocket engine would take over and firing at a target. Not exactly you call it cheap, but they said it's good for artillery, Russian artillery. Or the drones who happen to go fly into the enemy territory and land, video everything around them, go up and go back home. Well, Russians are in trenches. You want to know where they are. And they do they record a GPS location. So your artillery shell that may explode, their GPS is 50 feet from the target. So you basically aim your cannon better. It seems to be working. Russians have guys sitting with shotguns. They're giving their troops shotguns to shoot down skeet guns, I guess, pound like pigeons, clay pigeons, to shoot at drones. Of course, if the drone's made out of explosives, it will fragmentate as a fragmentation grenade. They also said something else that there. You can buy used equipment, preferably U.S. military equipment. What do you mean? Well, all that equipment left in Iraq? The Iraqis are selling it. All that equipment left in Afghanistan? $80 billion? The Afghans are in there selling it. With the original, when they took over the country, they sold some of this stuff to Iran. But now they got an open site there and say, hey, we got this half track, we got this, we got this, we got that, we got all this nice military equipment. Shiny, never used, mind you. Shiny and never used in battle. At a good going price. And how do you know? How do you know the Taliban was doing that? Because of the conditions of what they were selling. That stuff came from Afghanistan. Third party. And for a set price, cheaper than buying directly from the Americans, we got this. Never been used. Well-tested. Model's been well-tested in battle. Killing the Taliban, mind you. Or bits and pieces and parts in this. Oh, yeah, well, Taliban the leaders need money. Hey, they have a lifestyle too. What do you think? Do you want their kids to go to an Afghan school instead of a Swiss school? Send them to a Swiss school. But yeah, what I've seen of the listings, I don't have 39 pages printed out in front of me. I downloaded it. I put it on the computer. But yeah, everybody's there. All these countries, at least they sell everything. You want ammo? You want the rifle? You want the pistol? You want the tank? You want the fuel? We got a bargain on fuel. You can't run your machinery without fuel. We got a bargain on fuel. Yes, yes. But that's the thing. Will I ever attend one of these? No, I can usually get a video. You know, you can find video. It's on YouTube somewhere, I've heard. If you go looking for it on YouTube, you can get this stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like virtual. You're selling something. Yes, it's something like the gun manufacturers in the United States. Why you're targeting our children by selling guns to them? No, no. Here in this thing, yes. Why this is a shorter AK-47 made for a 10-year-old. Yes, in a war zone. Yes, in Europe. Yes. Or Middle East. 10-year-olds. Yes. Why, this is an RPG. Shorter version for a younger person handling it. Yes. Oh, well. But I would say if you have money and you want to, if your country really needs new equipment, the Afghans got it right there, and it comes at bargain basement prices. Well, hey, they got the country. They got all this nice nifty equipment. And they got these guys riding around in all this nice nifty equipment looking like big, hey, look at, I'm a big shot here. And they're looking at the leaders, the Afghan leaders looks at this, the Tailban leaders, okay? Tailban leaders look at this and say, why is this guy manning a high caliber machine gun? You know, big, mounted on a Jeep. Why? Oh, so he can look pretty and say he's a big dodo? Put him on the street level. They're fine. You know, the Afghans are not going to do anything. They're going to do exactly what we tell them, and you know that thing. So, but it's I like to see some of the video on there. Is there a video? Yeah. Hey, you get to look at all the toys for the big boys to play with. Oh well. Okay, I thank you for your time. Goodbye.